Welcome back to the Goodness Margin, the place where we talk about how to create margin for the good things in your life. Today, I want to talk about something that I've been thinking about for a while, and I feel like it's more relevant now than it has ever been. What do we do when we're overwhelmed? There are so many different seasons of life where we can feel completely overwhelmed and we don't know what to do. So what do we need to do when we feel overwhelmed? There are 4 things that I have found that have helped me, and I would love to share them with you, and hopefully they will help you as well. So number 1, we're going to prioritize. This means sitting down, and yes, this can be a little bit of an anxiety-inducing activity. I know that in seasons when I've been really overwhelmed, I don't want to do this, but trust me, this is the first thing you need to do. Sit down and do a complete brain dump. List everything you can think of that needs to be completed. I need to catch up on laundry. I have this big project at work. My son's closet is driving me nuts. It really needs to be organized. There is this doorknob that is broken that needs to be fixed. Anything and everything, write it all down, all of it. Now you're going to prioritize. What are the things on that list that are really not important for this season? Can I mark those off and say, okay, I'm ignoring these things for now. Maybe put them on a separate list. These are things that I'm going to do later when life is a little bit different. And then you're going to choose what are the most important things on this list? What are the things that need to get done this week? What are the things that need to get done today? Now, if there are 10 things that need to get done today, that can't happen. So we're going to pick the top 3 things. And if you have a 2-hour meeting for that day, that needs to be one of the top 3 things because that's going to take quite a bit of energy in your day. So write down those top 3 things that must be completed today. And that's what you're focusing on. That's it. We have to let some of the other things go. So number 1, we're going to prioritize. Number 2, we're going to get off social media. I have recently read Cal Newport's book, Digital Minimalism. On page 105, he talks about a study that was done on college students and how there's such an increase in the anxiety levels and in anxiety-related disorders. And they believe that it is because of the bombardment of social media and text messages and all of these things that are put in our face all day long. It's really too much. So I challenge you, if you're feeling overwhelmed right now by life, go ahead and get off of social media. Either completely delete the app from your phone or set those timers. On an iPhone, there's an app where you can go in and set a timer that I'm only allowed to be on Instagram for 15 minutes today. Or at 8 o'clock, I can no longer access my social media apps. I encourage you to try this. This will help you. You know yourself better than anyone else. And so if it works better for you to set a timer or if it works better for you to just go cold turkey and say, I'm completely off of these apps for today or for this week, this is something that has scientifically been proven to help lower our anxiety levels. Number 3, now this is a really hard one for me, but this is so important. Get help. You may think, there's no one to help me. I'm the one that has to do all of this. That's actually not true. There are people that will be so happy to help you. There are people inside of your home. If you have a mess and you need someone to help you clean up, your kids can help you no matter how old they are, or even if they're likely the ones that created the mess. Get them to help you. Sit down with your spouse and say, hey, listen, I need to talk to you. I am in a season of overwhelm right now. I'm feeling overwhelmed by what's going on. Or maybe this doesn't make sense, but right now my anxiety is a little high. I need your help. I can pretty much guarantee you that that person that cares about you, that they're going to help you. Maybe even say, I don't need you to fix this. I need you to listen. And this is what I need from you. The Bible says we have not because we ask not. And I know that is true in my own life because I think I can do it. I can do all of it. And the reality is that I can't. So get help. Find someone that will help you. I know there's someone out there that wants to help you. And the 4th thing is to change your expectations. This is another one that's really hard for me. My end result, my desired end result is almost always perfection, which means all the things are done. I don't know that I've ever experienced that before where that all of the things were done. And so there are certain seasons where I have to know, okay, this is the season I'm in. I cannot expect for all of the things to be done on the list. But if I write down those 3 things, these are the 3 things that I must complete today. There is a satisfaction that comes from checking those off. So don't add to your overwhelm by overwhelming yourself in your season of overwhelm. Understand that you have to change your expectations. And there are certain seasons in life that this is all that I can get done today. And that's okay. That's enough. I'm getting the important things done. Now, here's just a quick little bonus round. These are 3 things that really help me if the day is crazy, life is crazy, I'm entering a season where that I have a lot on my calendar, there's a lot going on. There are 3 areas of my life that if I will take just a few minutes and quickly do a quick cleanup, because physical clutter is mental clutter, the things that we see that can cause us to feel more anxious. Number 1 is my purse. Sometimes my purse can get a little bit crazy. You've got kids handing you stuff. My husband hands me stuff. I've got something from the church, something from work. And so I will just take it, dump it out on the table, go through it, clean all of the stuff up, put back in what's important, put the receipts in my inbox that need to go, trash some stuff, takes 5 minutes, and I feel so much better. The second thing is my car. It can feel a little overwhelming if I get in my car and there's a Starbucks cup from 2 days ago. Or it seems that my kids just create things that end up in the back seat of the car. If I will take a few minutes, and this is something that I get my teenager to help me with, go out, 1 bag is trash, 1 bag is stuff that needs to go in the house. Quickly clean up the car, give it a quick vacuum. I feel so much better. And the most important area is to do a quick cleanup. I have my kitchen here, and then my living room is behind the kitchen. It's the space that I see when I walk in the house if I come in from the garage. It's the space we're in the most often. I'll get my family involved and say, okay, it's time for a reset. We got to do a quick cleanup. And it makes me feel so much better just for that space to be clean. That may seem a little counterintuitive. You're like, hey, I'm overwhelmed. I have too much to do, and you're asking me to do a cleanup. I promise if you can just take a few minutes and straighten up the space that you're in, straighten up the desk, the workspace that you're working at, you are going to feel so much better. I know that we've all been in seasons that were overwhelmed, and sometimes it doesn't make sense. It's like, okay, there's nothing extra going on, but I feel really overwhelmed right now. And that's okay. Even if certain personalities don't show it, we all go through those seasons. So I encourage you to try these 4 things. 1, prioritize. 2, get off social media. 3, get help. 4, change your expectations. I truly believe that these 4 simple things are really going to help you in this season. These steps will help you to find margin, to find that room to breathe in your life that we crave so much.